Alright, another day, trying to do another install. So today we are going to install some Dinan Cold Air Intakes. So I was hoping that shipment came in about the time we were supposed to do the downpipes in the stage 2, because a lot of the same stuff had to come off again, like the brace, the plastic trims and stuff like that, and you already had the air box out to get access to the O2 sensors, but it's a fairly simple job, so hopefully this will be pretty quick and painless because I've already taken all the stuff off before, so good learning curve. But yeah, let's go take a look at what's in the package. Alright, just got everything unboxed. Comes with the 2 air filters for the left and right air boxes. We have the MAF housings, some hardware and clamps that they give you, the silicone hose bridge, and then we have the left and right boxes along with the tube that runs across the front of the car. So should be a fairly straightforward install. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be working with. Okay, so just like last time with the downpipes, we're going to go ahead and pop that clip off with a flathead or trim tool. We have 3 10mm plastic bolts that you turn 90 degrees, and then this plastic trim will come off. Same with the other side there. Once you get that off, we're going to go ahead and move to the brace, carbon fiber brace here. So it's held in by 13mm screws. So it's these right here, and then 3 in the back underneath that trim cover. Remember that these are shorter. The 2 in the front are shorter than the 3 in the rear, so that's how you kind of keep them apart. And then we have a brace that connects here that's about a 10mm. So we're going to get that off the charge tank, coolant tank, expansion tank, whatever you want to call it. And then this brace will come on out. Once we're finished that, we're going to go ahead and take the MAF sensors out. There's one right here, and there's one right here. It's a little push tab. You can use a flathead, just be careful with it. But that's going to go ahead and disconnect that. And then I believe we have to get these hoses unclamped here, so you just pull those out. And there is this guy right here, and that is a pinch. So you pinch those, and then this hose will pop off from this tube that runs along here. Then we're going to move on to the top of the air boxes. So you don't have to remove the full air box like we did for the downpipe, but you're going to go ahead and remove just the tops. These are T25s, so we're going to go ahead and take the tops off here. There is a clamp that holds the hose to the box. That can either be used as a flathead to get it off, or if you have a 6mm hex, that'll take that off. And same thing with this guy over here. And then once you get this tube, the top of the box is off, you're going to go ahead and transfer the MAF housing. That's a T20, so there's one right there and then one right here, right? So 2 bolts on each of those T20s. So I think that's it. So 10mm to the top, 13mm for the brace, 10mm for this brace guy here. Flathead to pop these tabs off, T20 for the MAF, T25 for the box itself, and that should be it. So, oh, and the clamps, flathead or 6mm. I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started and get this thing off. Okay, so just got the passenger side and driver side off. Here are the 2 different boxes here. We're going to go ahead and take the T20 and get the MAF sensor off and transferred onto the housing here. And then this, you can see they have the 4 bolt patterns here. It's going to go right here, and it can only fit one way, so it'll be sitting just like that. They supply washers, so we're going to take these washers, put them in these holes here. These are going to transfer off, and then this gasket here is going to transfer to the box that's sitting in the car that slides into the groove, and that should finish it off. And then we'll go ahead and put the filters inside the box and get everything aligned. Let's go ahead. Okay, we just got the MAF transferred. Got the housing installed by those little Allen bolts right there. Again, it's directional, so there's really only one way to put them in. And we went ahead and put the filter in. So there's a little lip that catches on the inside of the filter. There you go, that lip there. That's on the MAF housing that it can catch. But if you saw me struggle a little bit, that's because this fitment in here is extremely tight. It actually hits that, so you have to I unbolted all this, pulled this canister out, the housing out a little bit, put the filter in there, and then push the housing in, and you have to spin the filter a little bit just to kind of get orientation in there. So if you can see there, it's non-concentric, so it kind of spins, kind of like a control arm bolt, right? It kind of spins, so you kind of get some degrees of freedom here. But other than that, don't tighten this guy. Make sure, again, I also forgot to make sure that was orientationed properly because that was actually all the way down there. So take it off, put it back on. But you're going to want to tighten that after it's on the car just to make sure it fits in the bottom housing. Lastly, we're going to go ahead and put the gasket on the bottom side of the airbox and do it all over again for the second side. Let's do it. Alright, just finished installing it. Pretty straightforward, and I love all the carbon. Looks good. I'm not sure how it sounds yet, or if there's really going to be any power gains, but the box is bigger. Filters, are in a pretty good position. But yeah, I mean, I love all the carbon fiber. There's the Eventuri Chargepipes, carbon brace, and then the Dinan carbon fiber box. I mean, it looks good. I don't know if it's worth the money, but we'll see. So, a couple things. I dropped one of these screws down there, trying to get the one way down there and way in here. I only dropped one, but I was able to recover one of the washers, but can't find the bolt. So that might shake out when you start the car and turn it on. Other thing is, don't over tighten, because it'll crack the little plastic washer that Dinan provides. But other than that, same thing over here. You know, you had to be really careful with the one that's like between these two. It's almost impossible. If you had like a magnetic tip, that might be helpful. I didn't have one, so I tried to use my fingers. But yeah, I mean, it's as simple as that. You know, got the brace back in, got the plastic pieces back on. So we'll go ahead and start it up and kind of see if we can hear anything. But I've seen videos on this, and I don't think it's too much louder. I think it's just more of a engine kind of decor. But hey, I'm happy with it. Straightforward install, perfect fitment. Thanks, Dinan. Alright, until next time.